Okay, let's see if I can do this. When I root, if you can see, I root with a, well, it's a 42 gauge fork needle. I have like a tiny piece of basic hair that I've tripped off that I've got for rooting. This is human hair. You want to keep the pattern kind of like, not a straight line, because then it looks like it's been machine rooted. So when I root, I just kind of like zigzag, sometimes straight, zigzag every now and then. I just kind of keep it, the pattern where it's not uniform, because I think it looks more natural that way. So let me see if I can, I'm just going to root something and just show you what I do. Remember, you want to keep the needle at an angle, whichever way you're going. Normally I start at the front or the back, but the edge, and work my way back. But her hairline was too high up, so I'm lowering it down some by almost an inch. And I just, yeah, I put the needle through. I can tell that it's, because of the way this needle is, it holds a full needle. And this is the front, and you want the front to always go perpendicular to the way the hair is. So, if I can see this, let's see. Sometimes if you get in the same hole, just you want to pull that hair out, or you only have one hair per hole. Now this one I'm going a little bit over to the side to kind of get that zigzag so that it's not like a straight uniform line. And sometimes you'll get thicker hairs in there, and you want to, if you see one, pull it out. For some reason you'll get like a random thick hair and a batch of a nice thin hair, thin diameter hair. This is a very slow process. There's some rooters out there that are super fast. Kudos to them. I envy women that can do that. I'm a little slow, but I do get the job done eventually. And it's much easier to work from like the front going back than it is to kind of go back on your work. But this is, if you get the hairline and you realize you need to lower it, this is how I did that. And you want to keep the spaces generally the same uniform, not like a big hole in between. If you see a hole, just fill it in with the piece, just go in and fill it in wherever you see a hole at. It needs to be filled in. And when you get to the hairline, you want to kind of stagger it. You don't want to have a perfectly straight line, because then that looks like it's been machine rooted too. Now if you get a closer look at it, see how the line is not uniform? It's kind of, you come in here. There's no really right or wrong way to do it. You just want to make sure that it looks like a natural hairline. Like natural, and it's not like, you see straight lines on some dolls, and it kind of looks not real. So you want to keep that hairline kind of staggered, or the hair as you're rooting kind of staggered. If it's easier for you, do a small area and then go on to the next area. You don't have to do a straight line down the whole thing. So there's no right or wrong way. I've never actually used a hair tutorial. I've just kind of picked this up on my own. I've watched videos to try to, on YouTube videos, see how some people have done it, and I've looked at lots of pictures of rooted hair to see how they've done certain things. Just remember, you just want to make sure that the angle of the needle is when you go in. You'll put it on there and push. That way you've got that. See how that hairline is coming out this way? The hair piece. That's what you want it to do. You want it to lay flattest to the head as you can possibly can. Let's see right here how it's kind of ununiform. That's fine. You just go in there and fill it in and work your way around, just as long as everything is pretty uniformed, but not like a straight line uniform. You just work one section at a time, and eventually you want to, when you first start out, you want to, and I still do it, and I've been doing this for almost 2 years, I map out my head. It looks like you feel more accomplished when you finish a section versus trying to just, root along. You're like, are you ever going to get done? See, I got 2 in that hole. I'm going to take that out. Yeah, you just want to, any extra ones you can pull out if you if you still have it in your hand, or if you have a pair of tweezers. I find that I have like a needle nose pair of tweezers that are really pointed. I use those to pull extra hairs out. And this is pretty much it, one hair at a time. If you can see how it's not an even line, but once it's blended and you've kept adding to it, you can't tell. It looks like a natural hair growth. All right, thank you.